Hey guys, and welcome to Armchair Conversations with Rob. Today, I want to talk a little bit about support systems. So, the other day, I was talking about uh, basically how bad you want something, and we talked a little bit about, because I mentioned in the quest for things that you want, that maybe your dreams aren't as important to you as they are to somebody else who maybe is in your immediate circle, your family, your friends, your mom, your dad. You know, your dream is yours and it may not be as important to them. And then I mentioned surrounding yourself with people who share your dreams. Well, I'm definitely a person who thinks that that's needed because you can get a certain amount of what you need on your own. As far as like you can get to a certain level on your own of pursuing your goals or your dreams. I can't say nobody ever does it without help because they do, but I don't think it's as much fun and it's not as much of a celebration to share along the way unless you already have people who share your ideas and your dreams too. So, even though you don't want to give up necessarily family and friends and all the things that are related to that, you can still include and incorporate and find people that want to do the things that you want to do. So, like for example, let's say you are again in bodybuilding or martial arts. Obviously, it's going to be of benefit to you to join a gym, where you can work out with others who have similar goals. And if you get into a gym situation where you're enjoying yourself and you're having a good time, but maybe you still don't find people to share your goal, you can always have other outlets to go with the gym that you may frequent the most for your friends and everybody. But you may also want to go to another gym that specifically has people that are going toward the same goals as you. And I can't stress that enough, especially if you're in a competitive environment like a bodybuilding or some other kind of competitive sport. You really want to get around people who are doing what you're doing or want to do what you're doing or have some goal of doing what you're doing because it will push you further and it will give you some of the support that you won't get at a certain level from your friends and family. I keep picking on bodybuilding because I know it has some very, let's just say, stringent requirements. Things like with dieting and things with, your regimen or schedule that you maintain for the gym time and rest time, and then certain supplements you may have to take and things you may do even chemically if you are so inclined. And all of those things are very controlled and somewhat precise. So people that are in that discipline are going to be doing things that are a little at odds with the regular everyday person who maybe doesn't always have the same kind of discipline or same kind of schedule. So you're going to need to, at some point, if you're very competitive, get around people who do the same thing, and then that way you'll have a support system for when, say, your regular support system, family, friends, or relationship fail you. Okay, well, it's the same thing for anything else you want to do. If you're trying to be a leader in business, it obviously makes sense to get around people who are doing business, who are creating businesses, and who are movers and shakers in that field so that you can have the thing that you need to get you going. It's also the same for, say, another sport. It's the same for relationships. Get around people who actually have successful relationships and who are healthy and want to develop, successful relationships, and they can be your support system in those areas. Um, I guess what I'm saying long term is I'm saying that you need to widen your circle because everybody who's close to you isn't going to like everything that you like. And so it's okay to have new people and new situations that'll give you the things that you need for each of the things that you are. Because again, we're all individuals. And so, one guy may be crazy about weightlifting, another bodybuilding, another powerlifting, maybe another guy's crazy about martial arts, maybe this lady over here loves tennis, this guy over here loves badminton, who knows? But you get around a support system that's going to back you up in those areas. And you can do that, in my opinion, without alienating or ostracizing your other support system. So, bottom line is, the things that you need to do, you can do them on your own to a certain extent, And you can even do them with people that aren't interested in what you're interested in, but are interested in you to a certain level. But if you want to get to a point of being really better and pushing yourself to new levels, you'll have to get around some people that do what you do. You don't have to exclusively be there, because I don't believe in that anymore. There was a time when I did, but I don't anymore. It's another conversation for another day. But at this point now, I do believe you can have those people that are sharing your dream, your goals, but also the people that you've had along the way that are friends, family, relationships that love and care about you and want to also occupy your space. And they don't have to differentiate uh, as to one being more important than the other. But that's up to you about the how bad do you want it part, which I already talked about at some point earlier. So in the meantime, just another thought, throwing it out there. Thanks for sharing my armchair. Send me some feedback. Send me some comments. And again, have a great day wherever and whenever you are. And if you like me, subscribe. If you don't, that is what search engines are for. You will find what you need. So, again, thanks for sharing my armchair. Think about what I said.